Hi guys, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I am going to talk to you about magical incense and using things that you probably wouldn't think of to bring incense and what have you to your home. And 9 times out of 10, you have this stuff on hand and it works just as well, if not better, than going around your house and smudging it with sage or sweetgrass or whatever else. And you will see this in a lot of Afro-Caribbean, Puerto Rican, Voodoo, Santeria, Sansista, stuff like that. But it is utilizing onion peel, onion, and garlic. You always want to keep your onion and garlic peels. You're always going to see in like certain traditions where you would burn your onion or your garlic peels in order to fumigate your home or to draw in blessings and to like banish and do everything else basically that sage does. Not everyone always has sage on hand, but 9 times out of 10 you have an onion that is like sprouting and just going crazy in a cupboard somewhere, or some cloves of garlic that you haven't eaten, or just maybe past that point of being able to eat. So here's a formulary that I use from time to time, and you could definitely add sage to this and make it even more powerful. But if all you have on hand is onion and garlic peels, it will work. But today, because I just did a candle spell, and the candle is like black from halfway, like from the middle of the candle all the way up. Typically, when I do candle spells, they come out nice and clean and clear like this. Even though this is really foggy, this is still clear. Now what I'm saying, my other candle, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there on my altar, you see how it's black all the way up? Yeah. Just really horrendous compared to this. So from here up, it's black. And whenever I do candle spells, I always write what I need the money for, and then I put in other denominations. Like on this one, it goes 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, and then just dollar signs at the bottom. And then random denominations over here. On this side here, I write like what I'm doing that spell for or whatever. But I've already done a video on this, and if you guys want me to, I can do a refresher course. But for now, I'm just looking at my candle and the fact that it's black halfway up, and it's like that black is covering some of the things that I'm really working that spell for. I need to kick this into gear. So normally I would do it on a charcoal disc just to keep it lit. I'm looking at my supplies over here and I don't see a charcoal disc, so I'm going to use some Florida water to like light everything on fire. So for today, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the Florida water, Don Juan Dinero, and Abre Camino, or road opener. And then I'm also going to be adding in just a little bit of basil, because basil brings in money and also helps to promote things being cleaned up and what have you. And I'm also using bay leaves. Now I think I've done a video before about how to do bay leaf spells, but if not, I will review my videos and then I will do a video on how to do a bay leaf spell. if that, if in fact I haven't done that. So, anyways, let's go ahead and, you know, mind my messy workspace here. My golden marker for writing all my candles with. Okay, so what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to add in our Florida water. So let's add a little bit of that in. And I'm doing about a teaspoon of Florida water. It might look like a whole bunch. And because Florida water protects, blesses, and purifies, that's a good thing. And then Don Juan Dinero for bringing in money. And Abre Camino for opening up the road to for finances. So I'm just going to stick that in there. So altogether, you should have maybe 2 tablespoons of liquid. This, again, is just something that I do to bring about manifestation. And my little cauldron or caldero here, this is just like one of those camping pots that you find in like a camping mess kit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just take little pieces of the onion skin. Well, before I do all that, oops, thank God I had the cap on that. Gonna add in just a little bit of basil. So you can just barely see it there. Stir that around. Now this basil may not burn down all the way, but it'll burn enough for this. And this is just like a little wooden dowel that I got in a package from Walmart for like $1 or so. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of tongs, tweezers, and I'm going to light my first basil, or my first bay leaf. And what this is going to do is it's going to help to just get the mood going, because the bay leaf has really spiritual significance and a lot of spiritual powers too. So now I have my garlic right here and my onion. Now this is going to smell just like onion, just like garlic, but I'm going to set this on fire and then drop it into the cauldron and let the whole thing burn. Now as this is burning, you could say a little spell or a prayer over it or whatever you feel would be relevant for you. Or you could just let it burn. Now if you were doing this just for the the blessing aspects of it, you would definitely want this on a cone and then just take it around like a censer. I was just checking to see if the heat was messing with the camera at all. So now as this is burning away, what I'm you will take a moment to think about what it is that you need. So in my case, I need the road to finances opened, blessings brought into the house, and just financial help all the way around. So if you wanted to say something, you could say something like, Great Goddess, Mother Divine, hear this prayer of mine. I'm coming to you in a time of need. Please bring forth the blessings that I require and request. purify my home and my life from any evil and negativity that may come my way. If there's any negativity or evil that's been put on me, if somebody has ill intentions toward me, may their workings go unheard. May their darkness go back to the dark. May all their negativity go back upon them. Great Goddess Mother Divine, I ask you and the universe to open the way for finances and revenues to come my direction. Help me to take care of those things that need to be taken care of. Please do not take this money or these blessings from anyone else. May it come from the untapped bounties of the universe. May everyone be protected and well looked after as these blessings come unto me. And with the dying, flickering flames, may the smoke rise up to the heavens and banish any and all evil and negativity around me, my home, my loved ones, and those who have no voice to ask for blessings of their own. As so above, as so below, so shall this be. And then you will see as the flames start to diminish, just keep thinking and focusing on all of that energy that you are raising up right now. Keep your eyes closed and just meditate and feel that connection with your higher power, be it God, the goddess, Jesus, Buddha, whoever. Just continue to focus all of your power and your intent into your cauldron or your vessel, whatever you're doing, so that that energy is focused on what you are looking for or what you are trying to accomplish. So, because I'm looking for new sources of revenue to come into my life, and for blessings for my friends and family, for just general help getting things taken care of. I'm focusing all of that intent into these ash and into the flame. I know that the fire's gone out, but that's just the intention that I'm putting into all of this right now. And just seeing like this circle or this sphere of white light emanating and growing with that intent, and then you can release it. Now if you did the skins on a charcoal disc, you would want to powder them a little bit, because as you can see here, it's still kind of chunky. I mean, they've burnt down most of the way, but it's still a little chunky. Now you could go ahead and do a second lighting of this, and then just to do that, just add a little bit more of the cologne. So I'm doing one more thing of Don Juan Dinero, and I'm just gonna get my little stick here. I was trying to light the stick on fire, but and the Don Juan sometimes does not like to burn as much as the there we go. And if you're doing this with your eyes open, as I'm doing it right now, you can also look for symbols within the fire. You can see, like, as you're pushing it around, do you see any symbols that might represent what's going on with you? So like you heard me in that little spell off the top of my head, asking for protection for my friends and my family, and to remove any negative energy that might have been attached to me. So sometimes you might see like a face or some kind of symbol that represents who or what is blocking you. Right now I don't see anything in particular, so that's a good thing. But this is just what I do. However you make it work for you, that's, you know, between you and your magics and your whoever you pray to that you find relevant. Let's get you. So, you know, there it is, guys. Always save your onion and your garlic skins. It's gonna smell like onion and garlic in your house, but you know what? There's worse smells than that. Just continue to do magic the way that you feel the most comfortable with, and as long as you're doing it with good intent in your heart, you're not trying to really take from any one particular place or one particular source. I always ask the bounty of the universe to provide for me, so in that way, you know, that 50 cents or $1 that you lose here or there, or couch change, that's like what I'm thinking about when I'm asking for the untapped bounties of the universe. And I'll just let it burn 2-3 times. Typically 3 times, just because 3 is a sacred number, and that's, you know, representative of the gods and the goddess. So there you go. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and give me a thumbs up on this. And if you have any video that you would like for me to do, or any topics that you'd like me to cover, please go ahead and either put that in the comment section down below or send it to me in an email. My email is mroveron@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Mr. Overon, just the MROVERON. So that's my Instagram handle. And if you would like a spell or a tarot reading or spiritual advice, please feel free to hit me up and go over to the website, mroveron.com, and we can connect that way. So I will see y'all later. Bye, witches!